And good evening, everybody, and welcome here to Charlotte Motor Speedway as we're getting set for tonight's running of the North Carolina Educational Lottery 200, race number 9 of the PCSRA Craftsman Truck Series. After tonight's race, we have 7 more races left to go. J Ard starts on the pole position. She is 14th in the points table. She's alongside H Jenkins in the 14, who's third in the points table. Aaron Hornish in row number 2. Aaron Hornish, 34th in the points table, and Shayla Askarov in the 36, who is 19th in points. She and Abigail Furling, who starts 5th, both need a good run today if they want to keep themselves in the top 20 in points for their wins to count for a spot into the playoffs. So the trucks are rolling up. There's the rest of your starting lineup. And here are the points coming into tonight's race. Billy Kitchens, who starts last, is the points leader by 7 points over Marcus Sellers. H Jenkins is 24 points back in third. J Underhill, who won last time out at Las Vegas, he is fourth in the standings, 33 points back. 50 back is Z Allsopp, who is fifth in the standings. I need to make sure his name is spelled right. And it is. Okay. I want to make sure. No! That was not the driver I want you there. Thank you. Anyway, Victoria Hughes dropped down a spot to 6th in the standings. Carlos Rodriguez is 7th. Victoria Hughes is actually tied with Xavier Allsopp. I forgot to mention that. Michael Brown is 54 points back in 8th. 9th is J Bodine, and Maisie Creighton is 10th. Both are tied 63 points back of the lead, making sure there is nobody having any problems, and then we are going to go racing. Looks like everybody's going to take the green. In the test race, that never happened because one driver came to pit road and all hell broke loose. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. The North Carolina Educational Lottery 200 is underway for the Truck Series as we begin the chase to the chase. Aaron Hornish has now taken the race lead. As Hornish now leads the first lap. As everybody has taken the green. Surprise, surprise. And Billy Kitchens working his way up. J Underhill, who was running well in points, not having the start of the race he would be hoping for, our winner from Las Vegas last time out. Morgan Lohr. Trying to see if we have any winners outside the top. We only have 2 drivers that would get in on points, as Jenkins is going to take the lead. Billy Kitchens, the points leader, and Victoria Hughes, who's only a measly 1 point above the cut line with only 7 races to go after this evening's race. And there's Carolina Bradley in the 4. It was announced today Carolina Bradley will be running in the Busch Series next season full time, and she'll be running I believe, 15 or 20 Winston Cup races. That will be the road courses and short tracks next season. Be the final time she will run part-time before she will go full-time in season 3. Maisie Creighton going to go the race lead. Creighton is a total of 13 points below the playoff cut line. She's 10th in the points. And she's trying to hold off the Hooters Ford F-Series of J Ard. Neither of them have been to victory lane this season, the 11 or 26. As J Ard will lead that lap. Carolina Bradley has been running part-time in her PCSRA tenure, and this is actually her first full season Because if you remember in this new series for Trucks, Busch, and Winston Cup, age don't mean anything. So she's still going to run the races as far as that's concerned. Is Carolina Bradley going to the lead? If she wins today, she would be in the playoffs. Or actually, let's see where Carolina, she's 28th in points. And of course, Abigail Furling needs a good run to keep herself in the top 20. Same with Shyla Askarov. There's Morgan Laura in the 13 truck. She's 25th in the points. She has yet to find victory lane this season. Also, Olivia Jackson will need a good run as well, because she comes into this race only a total of 8 points ahead of 20th in the standings, even though it's a tie for 20th. That's really critical to stay inside the top 20. And there's Askarov. She's trying to make sure to stay in the top 20, because remember, she comes in this race at critical 20th position in the points. And we have 7 more races left to go after tonight's race. Of course, the trucks will run the next 2 races coming up. They will have Memphis next week and Milwaukee the following week with the Busch Series. The Winston Cuppers will be off after this weekend. So it will just be trucks and Busch racing coming your way from Memphis and then Milwaukee. And then trucks will be off for a while after that. The next time we will see the truck series, I believe, is Kentucky, which all 3 series will be racing there. The next race for the Winston Cuppers will be Daytona. That will be the Pepsi 400 weekend, or no, is it? I gotta look at the schedule. No, it's actually Kentucky. They will go to Kentucky. That'll be the next time we'll see the Winston Cuppers. Will be Kentucky. So that should be a fun couple of weekends we'll have for trucks, Memphis and Milwaukee. Winston Cup will have the next 2 weekends off before we will see them at Kentucky, which we will have all 3 series. And then I believe trucks will be off for quite some time. I'll have to look at the schedule. So we're getting closer to the end of this race. Aaron Hornish is, like I said, 34th in the points. He is one of 4 drivers that are still in double digits as far as the points are concerned. Because remember, I believe the regular season finale for trucks, they will have a super speedway, if I recall correctly. I'll have to look at the schedule. And let's see. He was a total of 59. Or is it? Let me look. No, check that. 49 points back of 20th in the standings. So if Aaron Hornish wins, we will have to see where this is situating him as far as trying to get in the top 20 in points is concerned. We're down to 5 laps of racing to go here at Charlotte. And I'll go over when we go to Memphis next week, I will go over the rest of the regular season schedule. And yes, these trucks will be at IRP, which I will have Zachary Taylor joining me in the booth for both the trucks and Busch Series races. And then I believe I'll be by myself for the Winston Cup race at Indianapolis. That'll be later this season. That's Shohei Alinsky, I'm sorry. Shohei Alinsky comes into this race. Let me see where the 52 is in points. He is 11th in points, so if he wins, he would be in the playoffs. If Hornish wins, we're going to have to see where this is going to situate him heading into next week. Because he needs to be in the top 20 in points to have this win, if he does win, to count for a playoff berth. And I got to also see who would also be the points leader. Billy Kitchen's running in 24th. He came as race as your points leader. The guy who was trying to run him down for the points lead's in 7th. That's Marcus Sellers. He came as race 2nd in points. And the caution is out. We got a wreck. Oh, big wreck. Chaz Farmer's wrecked. Luis Hernandez involved. This will end the race. Yes, it will end the race. Chaz Farmer's all torn up. I don't know who else got involved. As Billy Kitchen's trying to get back in line. Caution's out for the first time today. We're going to quickly wait till we get back to jump back, look at a replay real quickly, and then we will take you to see Aaron Hornish win here tonight at Charlotte. Well, turn 4 claimed its victim right here. Cody Goforth got into the right rear of Chaz Farmer. They were all close together and nowhere for Shohei Alinsky to go. Roof first in the wall. That's not good for the Kingsford Dodge Ram, and he's going to go tumbling side over side, end over end. There's where the 57 gets involved. Yeah, Kitchen's got a piece of it. That was Parker Castle in the 57. And it's not over. I mean, lands on top of the 57. There's where Curtis Glover gets a piece of it. I believe Lucy Granger slightly taps the Dickies Dodge. Jared Johnson got hit by the 75 of Sam Vickers. And the points leader got involved in this incident. And I don't know if he's going to make it to the finish or not. So that was the caution for the first and only time here this evening. Let's go back and watch Aaron Hornish take the checker flag here at Charlotte. White flag was just displayed over the Ford F-Series of Aaron Hornish, as this race will not get back to green, and unfortunately it's going to end under the yellow flag, which is too bad, because I was looking forward to what kind of race we were going to have. So Aaron Hornish is going to win. Carolina Bradley 2nd, Xavier Allsopp 3rd, Alina Ritchie 4th, Marcus Sellers 5th. Then it was Jesse Art, Cody Goforth, Morgan Lohr, Anthony Ritchie, and Shayla Askarov, the top 10. That's a critical run for that 30-16, because I talked about top 20 in points. That's critical for her to stay in the top 20 in points. As here comes Aaron Hornish. The yellow and checkers come out. Aaron Hornish wins the North Carolina Educational Lottery 200. And he was struggling in the points, 34th. Has he done enough to get himself into the top 20 in points to have this win count for a spot into this season's chase for the championship? We're going to have to wait and see about that. Standings are indeed official. We did give you the top 10 here. Let's go over the top 15. They were completed by Carlos Rodriguez, Ingrid Pollard, Blake Wagner, Cheyenne Berkshire, and Olivia Jackson. That's another driver who needed to stay in the top 20. We're going to have to see where this is going to situate her heading into next week's race at the Memphis Motorsports Park. Look on down to the remainder of the finishing results. 3 drivers did not take the checker flag. They were Chaz Farmer, Curtis Glover, and Luis Hernandez. Billy Kitchen's 33rd came in this race as the points leader. And I talked about the 29 truck who finished top 10. He came in this race 2nd in points, Marcus Sellers. So looks like Marcus Sellers will take the points lead heading into next week at at Memphis. And 33 drivers finished on the lead lap of the 36 that started this evening's race. So that is going to do it from here at Charlotte. Has Aaron Hornish done enough to get himself in the top 20 to have this win count for a playoff berth? Let's find out. But thank you all for joining me for today's Truck Series race here at Charlotte. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCSRA crew today. We showed your full finish results. Your point standings are down in the description heading into next week at the Memphis Motorsports Park. Winston Cup will be off. It will just be trucks and Busch Series racing coming to you from Memphis. But we got to finish up this race weekend, though, at Charlotte with the Busch and Winston Cup Series racing coming your way from Charlotte. And that should be a lot of fun. We'll see you tomorrow night for the Busch race. Until then, I've been Daniel signing off as you've been watching yet another broadcast of PCSRA TV, where champions are made since 2010 and 15 years as the best in our racing around the world since 2017. Good night from Charlotte, everybody.